now I'm going to take the hair sample. Some people think it's from the tail head. That is not correct. It is from the tail switch. Also, some people will just cut it with scissors. That is not correct. And some people will send us just a little bit of hair. That is not correct. And another thing, hair sample is only good on animals that are 6 months old or older. That's when we get the good follicle, good root. If they're younger than 6 months, it's best to send in a blood sample, and that way we know that we'll be able to run your test for you. So I'm going to get the switch. I'm going to get approximately this much. That's a little over 30 hairs more than likely. It feels about like a little smaller than the circumference of a pencil, kind of like a pixie stick. I'm going to do one swift motion upwards and it comes right out. And you can see this is what you want. About that much is an ideal portion. And then you want those little bulbs and follicles on the tips. That's what we have to have. That's where the money is. So now I'm going to take this sample directly to my hair card. The hair cards can peel off the back. You don't have to pull off all the backing, but you can if you'd like. I let the follicles hang just slightly over. If you put them in here, it's fine, but they get stuck to the stickiness of the sticker, and so they're harder to pull off and get the sample from. So I hang the bulbs right off the end, put them about in the middle, and then I fold it over, stick it together, and that's a properly done sample. You can take the long end that doesn't have the bulbs, and you can trim that just so they can package nicer and neater, but it's not necessary. All right, so now I have the sample taken. It's a good sample, it's a clean sample, it's on my hair card. This does me absolutely, positively no good. I have to fill this out, and I need to do it promptly before I forget and get distracted. So I'm going to go here to the table. Now, the biggest downside to writing this information after the hair is already pulled is because it's harder to write because it's not as flat of a surface. And like I said, we have to fill this out, which means we have to fill it out where it's legible and you can read it. Customer name and ranch, that's just basically who you want it represented by. So this one is actually owned by a man named John Center. So we're going to put John Center. And the animal ID, this does not have to be registration number or anything. All this is whatever name, whatever number, whatever letter will identify that animal for you, okay? So this is, to us, this is Nelson. This is for our use only. That's the only two things you have to put. We now have a completed, properly done hair sample, and it can be taken from here and shipped in really any manner of what you want. You can put all the hair samples in an envelope, you can put them in baggies, you can put them in a big vanilla envelope and send them to us. It does not have to be overnighted. The hair does not perish near as quickly as the blood does. So now we have a properly done hair sample. We can go on to the next animal or go to the post office and get it shipped.